Let's check answer for skill check on indices. First statement, is it a true statement? The answer is false. It is a false statement. So what should be correct? So negative a squared equals to negative a times negative a, which is actually negative times negative becomes positive, so you get a squared. There's no negative there. Okay, question 2 is a false statement also, because one of them is negative. This is a negative number, so the answer should be negative. You cannot change it to positive. Okay, this is also a false statement. Why so? Because 1/3 times negative 6 to the power of 3, so you cannot combine them together because this one don't have bracket 3. Okay, so only way to do it is negative 6 to the power 3 is negative 216 divided by 3, so it is equals to negative of 72. Okay, not negative 8 but negative 72. Okay, next question 4 is also a false statement. Why I say it's a false statement? 2a to the power of negative 1, this power negative 1 is only for a because there's no bracket there. So when there's no bracket, the 2 is by itself. The a to the power of negative 1, you can write it to be 1 upon a. So therefore, the answer is 2 over a. So the 2 should remain in the numerator, not the denominator. Now this is only true statement. Okay, on this page, this is the only true statement because a power negative 1 is just 1 over a. So if it's a true statement, we don't have to give the correct statement. Okay, next one. This is also a false statement. Why is this a false statement? A to the power of negative 3 means I can have a power of negative 1 to the power of 3. A power negative 1 is 1 over a. So 1 over a to the power 3 is just 1 over a cubed. There should not be any negative number. You cannot say this power bring down becomes negative. It's different thing. This is a false statement because a power negative 2 to the power 2. So when you have power raised to another power, so it will be just a to the power of negative 2 times 2, which is a to the power of negative 4. So it's negative 4, not positive 4. Okay, this is a false statement. 5 times a times b, you cannot use distributive law here. Distributive law is only for multiplication over addition or subtraction, not multiplication like this. So this is just like a times b times c. Just 3 things multiplied together, it will be just 5ab. It is not 5a, 5b. So you cannot use distributive law here. Question 9. It's 9. A to the power of negative 1, then raised to the power of negative 2. So it will be a to the power of negative 1 times negative 2, which is a squared. So this is a true statement. So if it's true statement, we don't have to write the correct answer. It's already correct one. Okay, so this is another false statement. This is false is because a power 5 to the power of 0. So if this base is not a 0, so something raised to the power of 0 is just 1. So it is not a power 50. This is a false statement because 2a cubed is actually both 2 and a, both of them are cubed. So it will be 2 cubed times a cubed, which is actually 8a cubed, not just 2a cubed. Next one. This is a false statement because 3a times 2a will be equals to, I can use 3 and 2 times together, then a and a times together. So I'm actually getting 6a squared. 6a squared. This is also a false statement because a power m and a power n, a power 1, you cannot combine. You cannot combine. At most, you can say, I take a power 1 out, so I'm going to get a power of m minus 1 plus 1. But this one doesn't help much. So these two just cannot add together because although they have the same base, but the power are not the same. It is not multiplication, so you cannot add anything. It is just addition. Okay. So this is another false statement which is same like this question for 13. It's the same thing. X power x and then plus x. So they are, although they are both in terms of x, but this x power x and x power 1, they are considered unlike terms. So this part also considered unlike terms. So unlike term, you cannot add them. So you just leave them as two terms. Okay. Next one is a false statement too, because 2 times 3 times 10 to the power 5 is 1, 2, 3 of them multiplied together. So you will just have 2 times 3 times 10 power 5. So the 10 power 5 don't repeat itself. So it is just 6 times 10 to the power of 5. That's all. Okay. Next one. This is a false statement. Why is this a false statement? This negative a squared to the power of negative 3. So you can say that, okay, I have negative number raised to the power of this. So can I say this is 1 over negative a squared to the power of 3? Okay, first step is I try to remove the negative sign. So change your positive sign, I take the reciprocal. And then here I have negative a squared 3 times. So it will still remain as negative. And then this is a6. So 1 over a6. The next one is false also. So negative a squared to the power of negative 2. So we leave the negative on its own and then we settle this part first. So the negative by itself, so a to the power of 2 times negative 2, so which is negative 4. Okay, so that's all. Okay, if you want to change to positive index, that at most you can say is negative 1 over a4. Okay, which is different from just a4. Okay, next one. It is a false statement because 2xy to the power of negative 2, you can say it is 1 over 2xy squared, which is 1 over 4x squared y squared. So 1 over 4x squared. There's no negative here, and then there's reciprocal here, not like this. Okay, next one. It is a false statement because a minus b squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, which is different from the answer that is given in the question. Okay, then the last question is actually a true statement.